How the fuck is Batman so jacked? He's not Kryptonian. He's not got super strength. He's not on steroids. He's just a guy. A guy who somehow has the muscle mass of a world-level bodybuilder, the endurance of an Olympic triathlete, and the recovery rate of Hulk Hogan. Today, we're going to break it down. By the end of this video, you will learn Batman's gym schedule, feats of strength, and be one step closer to reaching your fitness goal. Let's get into it. So how does he train? According to the comics, his daily schedule looks insane. Martial arts drills before dawn, acrobatics and gymnastics after that, strength training in the afternoon, crime fighting at night, detective work in the early hours of the morning, and sleep? If you wanted to train like Batman in real life, here's what it would actually look like. Batman incorporates strength training. Think heavy compound lifts, back squats, deadlifts, barbell presses, weighted pull-ups with purpose and precision. In Justice League of America, Batman bench pressed a coffin to escape a grave. He regularly presses thousands of pounds even when weakened or malnourished. That's comic book exaggeration, sure, but the point is, Batman's strength serves a mission, not aesthetics. Recovery is where Batman's training gets the most unrealistic. Comics show him getting his spine snapped in half and then being back in fighting shape a few months later. Real life doesn't work that way. You don't just grind endlessly. Your muscles only grow if you give them time and resources to rebuild. The science here is pretty clear. You need at least 5 sets per week to maintain a muscle group. But to really improve, you're looking at closer to 10 or more. Push past your limits, and it becomes counterproductive. Your body can't keep up. That's where recovery comes in. It isn't just lying in bed. It's how your nervous system, muscles, and connective tissues adapt between sessions. Shorter rest times around 2 minutes are good for hypertrophy, while heavier strength training sometimes calls for longer rests, even up to 5 minutes. Explosiveness. Moving moderate weights fast builds power without grinding your joints into dust. A simple way to check if you're ready for another hard session is grip strength in the morning. If your squeeze feels weak compared to your baseline, your nervous system isn't recovered yet. Think of your brain like a high-performance engine. Training without proper recovery is like revving that engine without oil. You might push it hard for a while, but eventually the gears start grinding. The pistons overheat, and the whole system seizes. Your mindset is the driver. If it's impatient, pushing past warning signs, the engine brakes. But with patience, focus, and respect for your limits, you keep the engine running smoothly, learning when to accelerate and when to brake. Take Christian Bale, for example. After dropping to around 121 pounds for The Machinist, he piled on the mass up to roughly 220 pounds. With a physically imposing, muscled stance for Batman Begins, his trainer and Nolan shared a clear goal: to get as big as possible. Watch this interview with Christian Bale and Charlie Rose, or skip to the timestamp on screen.
How much weight did you lose for The Machinist?
63 pounds.
And how much did you gain back for this?
I went up 100 pounds, and then I arrived in England. Chris realized I'd kind of overdone it. I probably, in retrospect, look at it and think, I got a little bit too obsessed with it. It was maybe not that necessary.
Can we explain that? I mean, is that just your nature to be that obsessed?
I think it's an interesting thing that whatever state you find yourself in, you tend to accept as being the norm.
Realistically, it's impossible to get as big or as consistently shredded as Batman. He's a comic book character built on artistic exaggeration. But the principles behind his physique still apply. Diet is the cornerstone. You can't out-train bad nutrition. To grow, you'll need to bulk, eating in a calorie surplus with enough protein to fuel muscle, then later cut, trimming fat while keeping strength. It's a cycle of building and refining. If you want the exact breakdown of workouts and meal plans that can get you closer to that Batman-level aesthetic, make sure to subscribe for full workout routines. If you want to train like Batman, you've got to think long-term. This isn't a 30-day shred or a summer bulk. It's years of consistency, cycling between phases, adjusting your nutrition, and building habits that stick. Batman doesn't skip recovery. He doesn't eat garbage and hope for the best. And he doesn't jump from program to program. He treats his body like a project that never ends. And that's the mindset you need if you want results that actually last. So now you've seen how Batman's insane physique actually breaks down. We covered his comic book feats of strength, the brutal training schedule that blends martial arts, gymnastics, and heavy lifts, the reality of recovery and why mindset is just as important as muscles, and even some of the craziest lifts from both the comics and the movies. And then we pulled it back to reality, laying out the blueprint for what you can actually do. Strength training, diet, recovery, and the long-term discipline it takes to build a body that's not just for show, but actually performs. If you want to keep diving deeper into the minds of fictional characters with real-world advice and breakdowns you can actually follow, and let me know in the comments, whose mind should we break down next? Michael Scofield? Walter White? Batman again? Drop your pick below and let's keep building this series together. You've watched this whole video, which means you've already proven to yourself that you enjoy this content and find it valuable. Don't just click away and forget about it. Take action right now. Hit that subscribe button and join a community of people who are serious about breaking down characters, learning from their mindsets, and applying those lessons in the real world. Every week, we're diving deeper with new routines, new strategies, and new perspectives you won't want to miss. Don't wait until the next video pops up in your recommendations. Subscribe now, lock in, and be part of this journey from the start.